This is Ben. Ben happens to be the chief, as you can tell just by the feather and the garb. And we have another Native American boy who's going to be friends with Ashton. This is Angelo. And of course we have James, who actually is also a big character, and he'll be talking about water and why it's so important to gather it. And then of course we have our narrator, Lee Hammond. All right, so a few applauses for Lee there. Okay, let's go ahead and get started when you guys are ready.
First sight, he's ready to go. The Ute tribe is just settling into the mountains. We are here, finding boy. Come set up your teepees with me. Spirit Talker and Finding Boy put up 3 logs and covered it with a buffalo hide.
Me and Buffalo Tipper will go hunt. I will go find a river.
At the valley, 2 hours later,
It is getting dark. We should head back. Chief, I found a river that is all dry. I found this.
Finding Boy gave a peculiar stone to Spirit Talker.
What is this, and why did you bring it to me? While we were hunting, we saw Chief Sabita and his tribe. They helped us hunt and shared the meat. Let's pray to the spirits that we will get water in the near future.
The next morning, Spirit Talker prayed to Sanawav with the stone.
He and Finding Boy are going to find water from the river. The spirits gave us water. Let's collect as much water as we can. I will go find wood for the fire.
When Finding Boy and Buffalo Tipper returned, they showed Spirit Talker the water.
He found all of this water at the river. I think this is different spirits. I will make the fire. It's getting dark. We now have water, so our tribe will thrive on.
The Ute tribe lived happily ever after.
All right, gentlemen, come on up here, and we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about your costumes, and we'll go from there. So, Dan, help us out. What do you have on your shirt, and of course, what do you have on your head?
So I got a white shirt and I painted it to look like leather, and it would be deer skin or deer hide. And this symbol is the Kokopelli, and it means peace and harmony. And this is a headdress, but like colorful, and it means chief. And this symbol is another one for peace and harmony. And then on my headdress, I have feathers, and I have feathers hanging down because a lot of the chiefs would have beads or feathers hanging down. And then up here, the feathers up here mean how many battles you won. And so there's 8 feathers, so that means we would have won 8 battles.
Okay, good job. You're man. Okay, and what about you, Ashton?
So I bought a costume, and the symbol right here, it's the Thunderbird, and they would pray to the Thunderbird to get rain for their crops, so then the crops could grow when it was winter, so they could survive winter. And then this is like deer hide, and then the stuff that's hanging down, this is buffalo hide.
All right, Angelo.
So what I'm wearing this is deer hide, and there are little fringes right here. So when if back then, if you're lost, you would take one of these, and if you're hungry, you would take one of these off and start chewing on it to help with that.
All right, thank you. Okay, and James, you're missing your shoes.
Yeah.
What's going on? Why are you missing your shoes?
The reason why I'm missing the shoes is because in the Indians they really didn't have no shoes, or they had moccasins.
Yep, And so what time of the year would it be if you were barefoot? It'd be summertime. Give him a hand as well. And our narrator's wearing a nice polo, so that always helps, right? All right. And I like your deep voice, Lee. You sounded like you were in 8th grade, so good job as well. All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do is just ask you a few questions quickly. What'd you learn, Ben, about the Utes?
I learned that the Utes, they would, I learned that they would actually rip it off and eat it if they were like starving. And I learned that the Utes prayed to the spirits, or this Utes, their like god was named Sanawab, so they would pray to him for like water, or like if something bad was happening, like if someone was sick, and that's what I learned.
Okay, good job. What about you, Ashton?
I learned that, sort of like Ben, I learned that the Ute tribe spirit's name was Sanawab, and before I didn't know that it had a name, and then we did a little research and we found out that it was Sanawab.
Okay, and what about you, Angelo?
Well, I learned that one thing I learned is that the Ute tribe, they not only hunted buffalo, they hunted deer and elk and buffalo.
Okay, what about you, James?
I learned that they grabbed water with the buffalo bladder.
Yeah, that's pretty important too, right? Okay, and what about you?
I learned that the Ute tribe had like symbols of their own gods that they worshipped.
Okay, thank you. What was your favorite one?
Probably the
Kokopelli?
Kokopelli. Yeah, Kokopelli.
Looks like a lot of people like the Kokopelli as well. All right, give them a hand again. All right, another play that's going on right